Well, you guys, EW just released to us a very game-changing 7.5-minute trailer, or kind of more of a preview than a trailer. It's a gameplay video put together by one of the community managers at Expansive Worlds. I believe her name was Caitlin, if I remember correctly. And in this kind of preview that she put together for us, we get to see an absolute insane amount of news. We get to see beavers in-game being shot. We get to see the Manitoban elk. We get to learn about all of the new dynamics with this upcoming map, and I have to say, it is by far the most game-changing map since Sceudule released. In comparison from Sceudule to Askiy Ridge, all day Askiy Ridge is way more game-changing. We're getting an update to the dynamic weather system, just the way tracks enter the ground now, the trails the animals create with this new feature called Dynamic Snow, I believe it is. You guys are going to hear her talk about it here in just a few minutes. It's a new setting for PC users, and I believe it's just automatically on for the console users, that when you, your dog, or animals walk around in the deeper snow, it'll implement deeper tracks and create a way more immersive overall feeling, and it just makes all of the gameplay so much more dynamic. Not to mention, we're gonna have a deep dive into the new lever action coming with this map, and we're gonna get to see the mule deer remodel up close, and oh my goodness, they look amazing. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this quick video. This is also visible on EW's YouTube channel, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of highlight some of the things that are sticking out to me for today's little review on this video that they released to us this Monday morning.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. My handle is at Caitlin the Casual here on YouTube. I'm very excited and honored to be able to make this sponsored video thanks to Expansive Worlds and the Hunter Network. Today, we are getting a first look at new features coming with the brand new Alberta hunting preserve, Askiy Ridge, for the Hunter Call of the Wild. Let's first take a look at the brand new weapon coming with this preserve, the La Perriere Outrider 30-30 lever action rifle. This rifle is available to purchase in the in-game store right away, or you can get it for free through completing the missions. Like the Whitlock Model 86 30-30 we currently have, the La Perriere is 4 rounds in class 2 to 6 with hollow point or soft point bullets. Even though it does range to 150 meters, if you have the zeroing perk, it is better suited for those closer range encounters, especially trudging through the forest brush. Unlike the Whitlock model, the La Perriere can have any scope equipped, and the iron sight is also very nice. It has similar stats to the Whitlock, though a little better at accuracy and less recoil, and has a side loading and side ejecting design. Now, let's take a look at my favorite feature of this preserve, the snow. We all are very familiar with the dynamic weather of Yukon Valley and its comeback in the mountains of Sundarbans, but we haven't seen snow quite like this. The snow on this map has a personality of its own. It's dynamic and has substance, appearing deeper in some parts, making you feel like you are trudging through deep snow in the forest. There is texture to the snow, not just what we see, but what we hear. As you go north, where it is colder, the snow is more crunchy underfoot. And as you go south, it's softer and not as loud. You can hear the animals trudging through the snow, not just the brush or foliage. Now that the footprints are a lot clearer for the animals, it makes tracking them so much more easy, whether that's tracking an injured animal or tracking an animal to their zone. You can obviously use the clues if you want to, but they are clear enough that you could turn the track clues off and have a more immersive, realistic hunt by not using any of the highlighted tracks and just paying attention and following those tracks to wherever the animals are. And as you can see in the deep forest where it is covered in underbrush and there's deeper snow, you're still seeing the tracks show up, which is so cool and something that we haven't seen on other snow maps like Medved. This makes it a perfect opportunity to have an immersive, realistic hunt and follow these tracks and see where they lead you, whether that's to a brand new zone, or it could maybe lead you to something cool like a rare or a diamond. But the map itself is immersive, and this just adds another layer to the immersion of this map. To top off the immersion of this preserve, there is another feature to the dynamic snow, and that is snow deformation. This is a feature you can turn on and off under the video setting on PC, and as I turn on and off this setting, you can see how the ground changes from shallow to deeper snow. Make sure you turn this on if you want a next level feeling and detail to Alberta. Turning on this feature makes it so when you, your dog, and animals on the map are walking in deep snow, they'll leave channels behind and impressions in the snow. The marks in the snow do not differ between species, but it does now make it easier to spot areas that animals traverse through a lot, and who knows which animals they may lead to. The tracks can overlap, which makes tracking an animal a bit more of a challenge, which I think is perfect for this map, and this little detail again is what brings this map together. Speaking of immersion, I have saved what I think is the best for last on the immersion point of this map. As I said earlier, the snow is no longer an aesthetic. The snow, it accumulates on the backs of the animals, and not only does it accumulate on the back of the animals that we are hunting, but it accumulates on your dog as you're running around in the snowstorm. It doesn't just accumulate on animals in the open. Oh no, it accumulates on animals in the deep forest too. And over time, after the snowstorm has ended, the snow slowly melts off the back of these animals. It makes a huge impact on how immersive and just what this map feels like when you're exploring and hunting and just running around, taking in every aspect of this map. It's these little details of immersion that keep bringing us back to this game, and it makes me so excited to get out there and hunt, especially to see species that we've never seen in the snow, such as whitetail, mule deer, black bears. Go and see them in the snow and collect trophies in the snow. I can't wait to see a cinnamon black bear with snow on his back. If you guys are as excited for this new map as I am, go wishlist it now. Askiy Ridge Hunting Preserve, out on June 17th. Remember to like and subscribe to Expansive Worlds for future updates. Again, I'm Caitlin, at Caitlin the Casual on YouTube, and I can't wait for you all to get your hands on this preserve.
Okay, so there's an insane amount to unpack here, but the very first thing that she showed us was the new weapon coming to the game, which is, you know, in my opinion, kind of a disappointment because we already have a 30-30 in the game, but it is a free weapon that comes with the map, so I can't really complain, and it is very, very cool to have. And then the next thing she shows us and starts to talk about is how dynamic the snow is going to be in this map, and it is truly impressive. Like, holy cow, we've never seen anything like this in the Hunter Call of the Wild before, and it's just insane that you can turn on a setting that makes the snow more dynamic. The way that the snow builds up on the backs of animals is actually insane. When you're in a snowstorm, the snow will build up on not only the backs of the animals, but on your dog, and as the snowstorm kind of blows over, that snow will then start to melt. Now, in this clip right here, we got to hear what it sounds like when an animal's running by, and for the first time ever, we can actually hear hear the snow crunching under their feet. Look at that beautiful, beautiful dusky grouse there. And then she kind of shows us these tracks in the snow, which are so much more visible than they ever have been before. Now, I'm not the kind of person that likes to turn off the hunting clues where it highlights them for you. I think tracking's already hard enough as it is. That's what my dog's for. But it is still very, very cool to see those implements in the snow, and the fact that they're so much more visible makes it that much more of a challenge if you ever wanted to, say, turn off those hunting clues. Again, this is her showing us what it looks like with the snow deformation setting on and off. I can't wait to play with that. And then there she is showing us the kind of trails I was trying to tell you guys about at the beginning of the video. And you can see where animals were walking by before. Very, very visible trails in the snow there, simply just from them walking. Now look at this, you guys. The mule deer remodel. Oh my goodness, they look amazing. The rack looks different. The fur looked different. Hold on, I gotta rewind that. We gotta take another look at that. Look at the fur on that thing. The whole deer looks different. And we got some elk there with snow building up on their backs. I quite literally have never been this excited for a map in the Hunter Call of the Wild before, and this is now the 3rd week in a row where we don't know what the new great one is going to be. Let's hope that tomorrow, Tuesday, June 10th, I'm assuming we're going to get another trailer for the map. That's usually how they do it every Tuesday until release. Maybe we'll get lucky and the upcoming great one to the Hunter Call of the Wild will make its reveal in that trailer. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for making it to this point in the video. I definitely think that this is the hype that we needed. I mean, just look at the beautiful caribou there. Look at the whitetail in the snow. Look at the mountains in the background. Look at the gray wolf remodels. Oh my goodness, you guys. I could not be any more excited. Definitely subscribe and like if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications and stay updated with the channel. And as always, my name is Squid. You're watching Squidster Outdoors, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.